Hi everyone. So I've just taken out my diary here, my manual. I call it either or, but I'm just going through the 10 steps and I'm looking at what we've covered, what we've talked about, what we haven't, because I want to make sure I at least touch on each of these now soon, and then we'll go into them in a little bit more detail as we move on. Yesterday we talked about visualization, so we've talked about reading the manual. We've talked about meditation, we've talked about visualization, we've talked about exercise, we've talked about writing out tomorrow's goals. So now I just wanted to do just a couple of minutes on the debrief, and so how to debrief yesterday. And so here's the way I do it. Basically, what I do is after I finished my meditation, after I finish my visualization, I just stay exactly where I am, and I basically just kind of close my eyes and I go through the day chronologically. And so again, this is just how I do it. Doesn't mean it's the best way to do it, but I start off with, okay, getting up in the morning, doing my routine, that kind of thing. Then I think about my exercise. How did it go? I don't really care that much about how fast I ran or anything like that. Doesn't really matter to me. The fact that I did it is what's important, and most of it then kind of starts from when I come home. So how did I eat? Did I hydrate when I came back in? How did I deal with my family in the morning? Did I get frustrated with my son because he wouldn't have on his clothes for school, or how was I with my wife in the morning, that kind of thing. And I moved from there on to, okay, when I arrived in work, what happened? I had my coffee. Did I get straight to work? Did I waste some time? Did I spend time talking to people? Which is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a plus for me, just to make sure that I connect with some people in the morning. Then my to-do list, how did I deal with that? Did I get through all of it? Did I get through some of it? Did I waste some time? Things like that. And then when I come to lunchtime, what kind of a lunch did I have? Did I hydrate during the day? Did I drink too much coffee? Other things I will consider then is what time I got out of the office, and when I get home, I try to either turn off my phone and put it away when I get into the house for an hour or so. So did I do that or not? How did I interact with my family during the evening, and did we eat a healthy meal? And what happened for the rest of the evening? Did I go back to work? Did I make an effort to spend time with my wife? Did I make an effort to listen to my wife or my son? Did I make an effort to, what I call, to meet my son where he is? So, I want to do things with him, but generally he just wants to play. So did I meet him where he was? So did I meet him and play with him, with his toys and his terms, with his rules of his games that change all the time. Actually, as soon as you start to win, the rules change, you find. So that kind of thing. That's how I debrief my day. So I think about that. So first of all, I go through it and I go, okay, well, out of all those things, what went well for me? And I try not to think of the negative stuff. It just comes in sometimes, but I just try to go through the whole day and think of it from a positive point of view. Then I'll go back through that again and I'll think of, what could I have done better in each of those things? So, for example, could I have spent more time with my son, or could I spend better time with my son, or was I preoccupied when he wanted me, or whatever that might be, or in work, did I not get through my full to-do list? That can be okay too, but was the reason why I didn't? Did I take too long doing something that I actually like doing rather than doing what I should be doing? That kind of thing. So I go through that. And then the last thing I'll do is I will say, okay, well, what's going to make a 10 out of 10 day today? So I usually end up picking one thing to make sure that I concentrate on that goes up the top of my to-do list. So if it's hydration, or if it's sometimes that I want to get my my timer started, my Pomodoro timer started by 9:30, make sure I'm in that cycle like straight away in the morning, or is it that I'm going to eat healthy today, or whatever it is, something like that. And generally I also try and look at how relaxed I am throughout the day, and try and make sure that that's a key element for me, just staying calm during the day, not to get upset, don't let things annoy me and that kind of thing, which can happen sometimes. So that's how I do it. So step one, go through the day chronologically, from a positive point of view, what went well. Step two, go through the day again chronologically. What could I have done better yesterday? And then step three, what would a 10 out of 10 day look like for me today? across all aspects. That's home, that's work, that's me, that's exercise, that's everything. So that's how I do my debrief. Hope that helps. Thanks.